Goodbye, lovely people. It's Monday. We've slithered down the greasy pipe. So far, so good. Nobody saw us, and we're outside Guildford Magistrates Courts, starting another walk along the way navigation. As usual, walk past the cinema and turn right. Past the abandoned restaurant and up and over the navigation. Down the steps on the far side and then turn left along the towpath heading towards that London place. Just to keep my one particular viewer happy, here it is, my first moody reflective shot of the day. And we wander past the please stay indoors when there's all this glorious outside to enjoy. Virtual reality, my arse. At this point, if you just wanted a lunchtime stroll, you could hop up over the bridge here and walk back into town or wherever you started, back to our starting point. But we're going on today, people. Just over a mile in, you meet the main road. There's crossings and you're going over, right, and then back down onto the towpath again. Having crossed the main road, follow the footpath, and then you'll go under the A3, under the incredibly creaky bridge, which is kind of deeply unnerving, really. It is a pleasant summer walk along the canal. It's as pleasant as any other time. I've done this in winter, and even with coat and rains and wellies, it's nice. But with all the bird song and growing things and civilised people, as we see here, look, here's the entire Irish Navy. But it doesn't matter because we beat the Americans at the Olympics of tanks. And Ireland doesn't have any tanks. Get in, boys. So, you know, the estate agents who are selling this will tell you you've got a lovely riverside property with access. What they don't tell you is the constant roar of the A3. But to be fair, I take the river frontage. Do some serious work on the garden, just like I do in my own house. Oh, no I don't. Good afternoon, Mr. Quack. Here are some ducks soaking up the sun, just proving you can have your kayak and heat it. And here, in the darkness of the Surrey countryside, is the solar-powered tree stump. And the first potential refreshment stop on your stroll along this particular route is the Row Barge. Happy on a Monday to see it open as good lady is putting the umbrellas out. As we go along here, you come to your first real navigation point. So you come to the old mill, which is now owned and lived in by the Surrey Advertiser, and there's a bridge coming up here, and when we get to the bridge you're going to go up onto the pavement, left and right, and go on the other side of the navigation for a bit. So, having negotiated the busy main road, you cross over and pick up the navigation again. A couple of people proving you can have your kayak and heat it, and then on we go. So, carrying along, your next navigation point is this in its grand Victorian painter-esque, who should we say, constable-ish mill house, which is actually a lock house. That's our next navigation point. It's about 2¼ miles in. So, despite being in utter Egypt, and my last two alleged videos being photographs, so having no sound on them at all, at Stoke Lock, turn left after the bridge and carry on following the towpath. You can turn right and go back into town at that point. Oh, hello, people. So, 3 miles in, and you're heading towards Jacob's Well. Note to self, follow the canal side, not necessarily all the footpaths, because they don't all lead where you want to go. Obligatory reflective water shot. And you're all thinking, oh, look at that lovely cow parsley. It isn't. You are Socrates. The bridges of Surrey County don't have quite the same ring as the bridges of Oxfordshire County, which doubtfully you haven't seen in my social media feeds because you have a life. Here we are, coming up to another bridge, looked after by the Joys of Charities. What a lovely day this is. Please, somebody pay me to do this for a living. Not a deeply unnerving road bridge, but here on the way navigation, I've just been reliably informed, was opened in 1653. For those of you using normal time, that's just before 5 o'clock. And here we are, first lock at another of the bridges of Surrey County. Oh, and some more jolly poisonous stuff. So, at Bowers Lock, you need to cross over the lock and then over the little bridge onto the other side of the navigation. Go. Another little pretty iron bridge, which I'm sure was probably wood back in the day, but has been replaced by something a little more robust. Ah, real user of the canal network. It's a rubbish country we live in, it really is. Despite the constant roar of the main road, this walk does take you well into nature. And I don't think there's anything better in summer than the electric blue of these little babies buzzing around. I don't care what it says, it's definitely a bridge. 6 miles in, ubiquitous reflective water shot with Coot crossing in the distance. I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeMille. Just after the 5 mile point, cross the navigation. Ducks having done spring things and got little ducks. So at just before the 6.5 mile point, I'm crossing the navigation here to start zigzagging my way into Woking, trying to keep away from traffic and roads as much as possible, but obviously we're in dense Surrey. There's a thing you never thought you'd say, isn't it? Dense and Surrey. But yeah, so apparently there's a footpath across the other side of the bridge, or turn across some fields into Old Woking, and then wander up into Woking and get the train back to Guildford. So, over the canal bridge, a few paces down, over the bridge over the stream, and first right onto the footpath. So, over the iron bridge, over the Weir stream, and you're hanging a right. This is Old Woking, although it doesn't look very old. And we're not far from our final destination. We're fast running out of countryside, sadly. So, coming off the footpath out of the countryside, you wander through the edge of Gresham Park. And as you get to the end, you'll see a recycling bin, and your footpath to take you away from the joys of Surrey is just there. On review, it is easier to turn left and follow the main road, as horrific as it may be, with all the impatient little Surreyites. Get to the roundabout, hang a right. There are a few shops and cafes along here if you need to get some refreshments. Oh, and even a Sainsbury's local. So, hang a right at the football ground and follow the signs to the railway station. Through the park, top of Constitution Hill, and straight on towards the station. And then, after a dull walk through town, after 9 miles and with very little battery left, you find yourself at Woking railway station, where you can get a train back to Guildford. There are buses as well.